Hey, welcome back. I'm Juan,
I'm Victor.
and this is LeijaLift. This is where podcast for Lift. You can find us on LeijaLift, Juan LeijaLift _ on Instagram.
And Victor Leija_.
And then you could also ask us your questions or send us any comments through eliteathlete.online, boss over there. Or you can also DM us through our Instagrams, or you could also call us if you have our numbers. I might not answer, so you can leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
So the Spurs haven't won since we last podcasted. Last week.
If I'm not mistaken, it's 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Which is the longest since 1996.
Oh, you did homework today, huh?
Yeah.
All right. He did homework. He finally did homework.
So basically, it's been a long time since we've had such a bad record and straight losses, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I guess this is what every other fan in the league feels like. I've never had to experience.
As a Spurs fan, you don't really have to go through this.
But I mean, I'm still a fan of the team. I'm just disappointed in the how the talent is working. I guess they're up usually on the third quarter for the most part. Then they end up losing.
Interesting.
Did you do protein powder or like pre-workout through your nose?
Yeah,
it's super dry or something.
No, I don't.
Oh, it looks like you have like a little something right here on the rim.
Maybe I was.
Oh, this is dry. Sorry.
Protein, but
sorry, I didn't mean to stop the cast, but it just looks a little dry on the nose.
No, probably.
They can be subconscious all video long.
I know. I'm gonna be looking at it like this. But apparently, through the analytics, the Spurs are worse when DeMar and LaMarcus are on the court.
So you should split one team and A team, B team?
Either split them up or maybe make that trade.
Make the trade? What trade?
Well, speculation trades,
Trades.
I mean, it's been the Magic, but it's been different players. I don't know. The last one that I saw was Aaron Gordon and Mo Bamba for DeMar, which is a trade that I would make all day.
You would?
I'm okay with that.
I'll just like basketball, but you actually know basketball better than I do.
I'll take that. I mean, it gives... We played very well when we were running offense through LaMarcus before DeMar showed up.
Yeah.
And he proved that he can still play. So, and then you're going to add Mo Bamba as a center who plays defense and can play some offense too, and even shoot a little bit on the three. So it spaces the floor. You get a bigger 7'1" guy who brings in more defense, which is really what we want. And then you get Aaron Gordon, a 6'9" guy who can finally shoot a three as well. Probably the second best dunker next to Zach LaVine. So I mean, they're both under like 23 years old, so it's adding to our youth and what we can build around. So I would make that trade all day. Yeah.
I'll take it. As a Spurs fan, I don't know. I mean, last year they did okay. I mean, they almost beat the number 1 seed. In the Nuggets, right? Nuggets. Oh no, they were number 2 seed.
Yeah, number 1.
No, that's number 2 and number 7 last year. I think that's how they ended up.
And Nuggets.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors still ended up in first.
Yeah, and I mean they almost beat them.
Yeah, they did, but then I guess now it's a matter of they're both guys who are used to running the offense. Yeah. So who do you run through?
I don't know.
It's a difficult question.
But I mean, it's not like a talent.
It's not like a talent, but maybe it's just talent that doesn't work well together.
Yeah.
Because DeMar DeRozan is also not a passer.
Yeah.
It's not a pass first guy. So it doesn't, it's not like Dwayne Wade or LeBron who were passers. You run the offense through them, but they're also going to get the guys open looks, and they're going to get, they have good passing abilities. DeMar's not that guy.
Not that guy.
Nor does he have a 3-point shot. So
yeah. Oh well. I just wish it could have worked out better. I mean, the season's not over; it's just starting, but it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't look.
They're losing to everyone.
Yeah.
Good teams, bad teams, like. Even amount of spreads.
Yeah, I'm a little more excited to see Rudy Gay on the court than anything else at this point.
And I want to see more Carroll too.
I want to see a lot more Carroll.
I want to see more Carroll out there. I'm gonna make free Carroll shirts.
You know what? After 8 losses, I'm a little surprised they haven't at least tried to incorporate him a little more.
Or change up the lineup a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's 8 in a row, the worst we've had.
Typically by now they've already tried 2-3 different lineups.
Yeah,
they've stuck to one lineup.
And
have the worst season.
Yeah, 8 straight and 2 decades and over 2 decades since we've had that record, and I would anticipate that we're like, hey man, let's change it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm used to seeing the lineups change a lot through the first 3-4 months to December.
Either and then just really wants to make it work.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's not even calling the shots anymore.
Maybe. I mean, but I did see a video yesterday of Tim Duncan on the court, like warming up defending Bryn Forbes, which was funny because he stole the ball like 3 or 4 times in a row, just like jokingly, and he just stole it from him. So that's a good defense by Tim Duncan.
All right, so he's gonna play again.
Yeah,
is that a sign?
I think he's warming up. I think he's kind of.
How old is he now?
40.
No, he's older than 40.
I don't know. I know he retired. Yeah, because he retired at like 39 or something like that. So he's probably like 42 now.
42. I thought it was 42.
Yeah, something like that.
Coming back at a 40. Not bad. 40, I'll take it. When did MJ retire?
Well, that's a tough one. Like 35, 36 maybe
I don't
later.
know, with the Wizards.
Yeah, like 36, 37 maybe.
I just know that they.
That seems to be like the ongoing now, like mid to late 30s.
As long as they beat Kawhi next week.
I think I'd be happy with
one, because I paid for those tickets.
Yeah.
Paid a lot for those tickets too. Kawhi better actually play that game.
Yeah, no, he was out for like 3 games.
Well, Paul George should play.
Yeah, he's been playing.
Yeah.
But
how they look together, by the way, I haven't seen how they look together.
I mean, they actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly well, yeah. I know that Kawhi came in clutch and he drained the last like mid-range shot against the Rockets last night, and they won with that one.
Yeah.
But they lost the Rockets the first time when James Harden dropped like 49 on them.
Yeah.
So it's a 1-1 series for them.
Looks good for them. Good for them. I'm not a Kawhi hater, by the way. I'm a Spurs fan, but I'm not a Kawhi hater.
Yeah.
But I will go on.
I like that post that I tagged you in.
On tangents on Kawhi every now and then.
Yeah.
But if he was on the team, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Like that post with Paul George and Kawhi wanted to go.
Did
you see it?
I did, but you don't have to do that. It's over. It's in the past.
I know, but
don't.
Can you just imagine how great that would have been?
I don't, because they aren't on the team together right now. They're just not on the Spurs team together.
Yeah, that would have been. I think that would have just like completely redone we went from rebuilding to being like a championship team again.
Well, I'm sure that they could have at least had maybe 2 by now.
Yeah.
1 for sure, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
If they both went, yeah.
Oh well. Anyways, so fantasy football.
Yeah.
We'll go past the Spurs. I guess we'll try to record on Thanksgiving Day because we'll have time then, right?
Yeah, we should.
We'll record because we'll be busy on the weekend, so we'll record a little bit earlier next week. But yeah, fantasy football. I'm like in the lead by a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm only
21 Savage made a song about me. A lot.
I'm only like 2 games behind, but I won last week and I'm tied for.
You're playing me this week.
I know, and you got lucky because Tyreek Hill and Kelsey both have bye weeks.
You got lucky because I left like 20 points on the bench.
Tyreek Hill and Kelsey are more than 20.
I've seen your stats. My team would kill your team every other week.
The only person,
this is not an exception.
The only person you have that would consistently destroy me was be McCaffrey. That's because he's probably like number 1.
Lamar?
I mean, lately, but he was up and down. You got 2 guys.
Jones,
Mike Evans, half the games has 30 plus for me.
Thielen? I mean,
no, he's out. You can't even count that.
Yeah, but
coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't. No.
Consistent.
Oh, in that case, if my original team was healthy, then maybe I would have torn everybody else up from the start.
Well, guess what? My team is actually killing it. So
well, not anymore.
Maybe you need to be a better manager off the field.
I'm like 5-1 in the last 6 games since I called it. After this week, I'm going to go off. And since I called it, I told you just give me a second to get my team back.
I'm still ahead by like 2 wins and like 200 points. So that's like 2 whole games.
Yeah, but that could change this week.
No,
that could change.
You're already projected to be lower after having 1 player play.
Yeah, but that's Carlos Hyde, and it only went down like 2 points, so it wasn't a whole lot.
I think I'm still
like you were already scheduled to win. Now you're just scheduled to win.
Well, Jackson's always makes like 10 points over his schedule. So
well, yeah, until he does a pick. Like
McCaffrey.
Same thing with always Matt Ryan and who else is the one who keeps throwing picks? I don't
know.
Kyler Murray, I think he's always like projected for like
Wentz.
20 or maybe I don't know. I don't have Wentz. But there's always players who are scheduled for like 25 and end up with like 16 because they throw picks.
Yeah.
Same thing. So, I mean, Lamar Jackson is going to lose you some points in there.
He's not going to. I mean, have you looked? He hasn't looked at his stats.
No.
That's why. He hasn't looked at
But
his
I also
stats.
have a different quarterback now because I think, because Rivers also has a bye week, so I had to pick up somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does well. If everybody does what they did last week, I think I got it.
Good luck.
Good
luck.
But if everybody does what they did last week, everybody does what they did last week,
that's good luck. That's all I gotta say.
You also have better matchups with your players. Like your players are playing worse teams, so.
Hey, that's off-field management. That's what I do.
At the end of the day, when it comes to the championship, Tyreek Hill's gonna tear you up.
Well, I will say I'm like second to last in my other league, so
apparently
you gotta make up for it.
So you're not a very good manager then. You just got lucky in the form you drafted, and the fact that maybe these guys know less about football.
I will say that there's more people in the other league. I will also say that I think 7 of my players are out from my draft.
Oh, yeah.
Not that they were good, but I think I have like 7 of my players that are out. So my whole bench is out. My starting lineup is guys I picked up like last week.
Well,
because then my bench is out.
Start sending trades.
I have nothing to trade.
Yeah.
And then my first round picks were bust. So.
Well, the only one I'm having trouble with right now is the fact that my running backs I got Kamara and I think Montgomery is my other running back.
He hasn't done too hot, has he?
He's done pretty well.
Yeah.
There's been like 1 or 2 games where he's
not like exploded though.
He's gone for like a good 15 plus, maybe half the games.
Okay.
But Kareem Hunt is finally starting to pick it up, and he's playing Miami this week.
Okay.
So am I willing to take that risk for somebody who's like still on the edge versus somebody who's been consistent?
I don't know. Do you want to win? You don't have a chance right now. I'll tell you that.
I have a pretty good chance. I'm only scared to lose by like 5.
Try anything you can. That's all I gotta say.
Just wait till Mike Evans drops 30 on you, and you're gonna be like, "Hey man, I should have put that guy in on the bench."
Nah.
It's gonna be over.
It is what it is. Actually, 2 of my losses have been because I left players on the bench that I should have played, but I didn't. That's my fault.
Yeah.
And we will continue. Thanksgiving prep. He's got Thanksgiving prep information.
Yeah. So I have been getting some questions, and even myself sometimes, questions. You think.
Yeah. Send us your questions to eliteathlete.online/contact. That's where you send us your questions.
The thing that I get is, what about Thanksgiving? Like people are like, well, I know that I'm gonna overeat, or I know that I'm going to, binge eat or whatever. So how would you prep for that, or how would you go around that? And so there's a couple ways you can do that. Personally, what I like to do is if you're going to, obviously indulge this Thanksgiving, most people are, you can prepare for that and give yourself a buffer or a cushion by eating a little bit less every day. So if I'm scheduled for example, easy numbers, 2,000 calories, then maybe I'll eat 1,800 or 1,900 and drop that 100 or 200 calories on top of my exercise, and maybe a little cardio and do 100 or 200 more. So at the end of the day, you still short 300 or 400. And if you do that consistently throughout the week, then you're giving yourself that 800 to maybe 1,000 or even more than 1,000 calories that you can surpass on Thanksgiving Day. So if you meet your 2,000 calories, and of course pie is delicious and extremely fattening. So if you have a slice of pie, you go over 500 calories, but you had 800 left in the tank, then you have 300 and you're still okay. Your progress is not hindered. However, if you have one big meal and you don't prepare for it, you can absolutely ruin your progress. If you've been on point for a month and over the course of the month you lost 800 calories, but you overate by 1,000, then you just lost everything you did in the month and then some. So I would say that's my preferred way to do it, or you can just not binge and not enjoy your food, but I would hold yourself accountable, really. Hold yourself accountable and prepare for it.
What if math is too hard? What do those 200 calories look like? That's like what, 4 cookies? Or like a slice of pie?
Actually, it's more like 2 to 3 cookies.
2 to 3 cookies?
I would say like 3 cookies is probably...
No, because 3 cookies is a serving, and that's like 150 calories.
Yeah, but considering that you're taking nothing but fat and carb, that's probably 180 is more like 300 on a normal meal.
So but about 1 serving of cookies.
Yeah, like 3.5 cookies.
Yeah, maybe a slice of pie. Don't eat that slice of pie at your Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Because all those Friendsgivings are going to do you over too.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many Friendsgivings you got. I don't know how many friends you got. Maybe you got no friends, and maybe you go no Friendsgiving. That's
maybe
okay
you got
too.
a solo giving. It just happens. But
maybe you just order Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And
which is not bad. Chick-fil-A is delicious.
Yep. Or maybe it's your turn to bring dessert. And then you choose like what?
I don't know. Just bring them fruit and be like, sorry, y'all.
Yep. Just bring fruit.
Yeah, I got to suffer with
fruit
me.
for everyone. Be that guy.
Bring the grapes or something.
Just tell them you're saving your calories for the actual Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check yourself.
A lot of people say, well, it's just a one meal, won't do me harm, but it will absolutely hinder or destroy your progress, at least for that period of time. Like I said, if you're, over the month you lost 800 and you over 1,000, then you just hindered or destroyed a month's worth of progress in one day.
Yep.
So one meal can absolutely ruin your progress. So keep track of it and just be smart about it. You know when you shouldn't be eating, or if you do eat at your Thanksgiving, then maybe don't eat at your family Thanksgiving or all the pie, should I say? Like if you eat all the pie, then mix and match, if you will. Just be responsible and hold yourself accountable. Know that there is consequences for it.
Or work out a lot in the morning, like 2 hours. Like I don't know what you're gonna do, but try like doing a big workout.
Yeah, you can do that too, and you can just do extra cardio, do something to balance it out, or give yourself some a buffer and a cushion to allow yourself to eat and be comfortable.
Right. We are back. So now to the anatomy portion. We've been talking a lot about overhead athletes lately. And this is a human body, and we are going to go over the 3 joints that we talked about, as well as the muscles that help stabilize the appropriate joints. So starting off with the thoracic spine that we've talked about, we strip away all the muscles. We've got the thoracic spine. This consists of all where the ribs attach here. As you can see, all the attachments to the ribs. This is the thoracic spine. Important for mobility. Whenever your overhead athlete is doing a lot of pitching and throwing, you need to make sure you have a lot of rotation or enough rotation, right? Appropriate amount of rotation and not stiffness. So we need to work on rotational components from the thoracic spine to avoid overuse of the shoulder blade and the shoulder. So mobility, important. And on TikTok, I do a lot of exercises for mobility and stability of the shoulder blade and thoracic spine and shoulder. So 1, we start off with thoracic spine, important for mobility. Number 2, the scapula or shoulder blade, right? Now we're going to add muscles to it. Going into the muscle component, important with the traps. The traps are important to help bring it into an upward rotation. So upper trap is this area through here, lower trap through here. Help with upward rotation and proper stabilization. So you want shoulder mobility and cervical stability coming from these muscles here. Okay, so those are important. As we peel back layers, then we have the serratus, which is going to help avoid any scapular winging. So that's the serratus anterior. It attaches to the ribs and the middle part of the shoulder blade on the front of it, and you avoid scapular winging or avoid the shoulder blade coming off from the ribs. And you can see it a lot in if you pay attention, you can see it on athletes sometimes. It can be non-painful, but it can also contribute to pain. So it's important to help with the stability or improve the stabilization through the serratus anterior to avoid any winging. So that avoids winging. The traps avoid or bring it into proper upper rotation and cervical stabilization. Okay, so that's the shoulder blade proper mobility that we're talking about through stability of the muscles. And then we start going into the rotator cuff, which is where the pain of the back of the shoulder will come from. If we focus a little bit more on it here, 1, 2, 3, as you can see, they all come around and start coming to the attachment sites through here. And this is where you would have pain through repetitive pitching, repetitive hitting the ball through volleyball players, shooting baskets through basketball players, quarterbacks, right through that rotator cuff. 3 of those muscles, and the 4th one is in the front. All these muscles work together to stabilize the shoulder in its place. So as you can see, it's very free. There's not a lot of structural support. So those muscles are very important in keeping it in place. But if something is off with the shoulder blade, meaning the muscles of the shoulder blade are not keeping it in its proper position, or something's wrong with the thoracic spine, meaning it's not moving properly, then can contribute to pain in the shoulder, presenting itself as posterior shoulder pain, right? Or pain in the back of the shoulder, causing irritation to the rotator cuffs, more than likely. Okay? So all this has to work together to avoid that shoulder pain. All these muscles, the rotator cuff muscles, 1, 2, 3, 4, help keep this in place. If this is shifted too far forward, these muscles are not doing their job. Okay, the job is to keep this in its place. All right, that's it for LeijaLift this week. Again, you can find us on Instagram on Juan LeijaLift _
and Victor Leija _
and you can ask us your questions on our DMs, or you can go to eliteathlete.online/contact or eliteathlete.online, same thing. All you would have to do is click on the link for Elite Athlete. If you or if you or any of your young athletes in your family have injuries or have had chronic pain, meaning they've had pain for a while in the shoulder, knees, hips, low back, and it doesn't seem to go away, it's probably a good idea to hit up Elite Athlete. So hit me up, ask me your questions. Maybe I can help you out. That's it for us today. Esto por hoy. Dale.